What's up, guys? Mr. Josh O'Connell here from Octagonal Gamer. Now here back with a Madden 18 rebuild. So I'm surprised I've not rebuilt this team earlier. It is the San Francisco 49ers. So let's look at the team. Quarterback, I will start CJ Beathard. But for the fun of it, why not sign Mr. Kneeling during the anthem himself, Colin Kaepernick? Probably gonna have a good trade date. So, gonna start Beathard, but Kaepernick as well. Running back, Carlos Hyde. I think I'm going to get a new running back. Carlos Hyde's cool and all, but I don't know. I just want a different running back. Receivers, oh gosh. Pierre Garçon's cool and all, but he's 31. Trent Taylor, I do want to give him playing time, 23 years old. Tight end, that's going to be George Kittle, CJ Beathard's teammate at Iowa. Our O-line, Joe Staley, I might have to trade him. He's 33. He's pretty old. And the only offensive lineman I really like here, oh gosh, like a Doblinson. The only offensive lineman I think can be on this team long term is probably Trent Brown. 23 years old, 83 overall, it's not too bad. Defensively, obviously, we're going to be starting Solomon Thomas. I think maybe I might move Eric Armstead to defensive tackle. And Eli Harold is a 76 overall end. So it's going to be Solomon Thomas, DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, and Eli Harold. I think that's pretty good. Linebackers, Reuben Foster will play middle. I don't really know what I want to do with LeVar Bowman. Like, I want to keep him, but, like, I don't know. Secondary, Eric Reed, Jimmy Ward, Rashard Robinson, I believe he has quick development, so I do want to hold on to him. Probably Akilla Witherspoon will be our number 2 corner of this year. See how he does. To make Pierre Garçon and a 5th rounder to the New York Jets for their first round of this year. The Jets are the Jets. They're very crappy. Even though in real life, they're over 500 and they have the same record as the Patriots. And the same record as the Lions. No. Oh, no. The Jets have the same record as the Lions. I am very sad. I know Niners fans are going to be sad. I really like Navarro Bowman, too, but we have to trade him, as well as Aaron Lynch, to the Raiders for Rodney Hudson and Kelechi Osemele. 2 really, really, really good offensive linemen. I always like having good offensive linemen. Wow. I always like having good offensive lines in these rebuilds, and Hudson and Osemele will definitely get me a really good offensive line. High key finesse for Dolphins. We traded Coyle, Brian Hoyer in a 3rd for Jarvis Landry in a future 5th. We need some swagger. Jarvis Landry might not do too well this year because we're not really going to have anyone good throwing him the ball. But hopefully this draft class has good quarterbacks. Worst case, I'd trade for like Aaron Rodgers like in the Bengals. My favorite pastimes in Madden 18 is finessing the Colts. We're trading Laken Tomlinson, Dante Johnson in a future 3rd for their first round pick and a future 5th. Safe to say we're trading Carlos Hyde and Rashard Robinson to the Chiefs for Kareem Hunt in a 6th. I wanted to hold on to Rashard Robinson, but I think it's worth it to get Mr. Kareem Hunt. He's going to be our franchise running back, and in real life, he's been pretty much one of the best players in the league. I hate to trade Colin Kaepernick. He's kind of an NFL legend. We're trading him and Breda, don't know who he is, to the Jets for their 1st rounder next year and their 3rd rounder next year. Trading Jimmy Ward is a solid player, but I think we can get a better player at 3 safety, as well as our fullback Kyle Juszczyk to the Browns for their 1st round pick this year. I tried to get Myles Garrett, who did really good today, got 2 sacks. I know I'm not going to be uploading this on that Sunday, but I'm making this that Sunday, so just, yeah. We're finessing the Giants. Joe Staley, I know he's been a great 49er, but he's kind of old. We're trading him and Asa Jackson for a really young, really solid receiver in Sterling Sharp. So Jarvis Landry and Sterling Sharp, that's going to be pretty nasty. And Trent Taylor in the slot. Brandon Fusco, Eric Armstead in a 3rd to the Falcons for kind of a goat in Keanu Neal in a 5th rounder. I'd like to keep Armstead, however. I think it's worth it to get Keanu Neal. Final trade, we're trading Marquise Goodwin, Aldrick Robinson in a future 3rd to the Giants for their 1st rounder next year and a future 5th. About 5 or 6 teams were somewhat interested in Goodwin, and only one was somewhat interested in Aldrick Robinson, and that was the Giants. So that's why we're making a move with the Giants opposed to any other team. We have injuries off in these rebuilds, so CJ Beathard to me, the quarterback the whole time. Running back, we have Kareem Hunt. Receivers, Jarvis Landry, Sterling Shepard, and Trent Taylor. The O-line is honestly not that bad. Tight end, let me just do this little swap so we can have George Kittle. But the O-line, especially the left side, is actually pretty decent. And now we're going to go to the defense. I moved Elmas Duveril to defensive tackle, and he's not even going to play. So that's fine, because I just want to lose so we could have Eli Harold at end. So Solomon Thomas, Buckner, Cooper, and Eli Harold. The linebacking core, Ray, Reuben Foster, and Watson. And the secondary, Akilla Witherspoon, Quan Williams, Jerome, and Keanu Neal. This team is really, really bad. So hopefully we go like 1-15, because I don't really want to go 0-16, but like I'm fine with like going 1-15. Oh, surprisingly, we did not make the playoffs. Just kidding. It's called sarcasm. I did remember to... Okay, Reuben Foster got a lot of XP. I told you moving him to middle linebacker would be good. He got a lot of XP. I'm assuming he won Defensive Rookie of the Year because now he has Superstar Development. My genius or my genius. We went 3-13. Great. And Reuben Foster won Defensive Player of the Year. This season went really well for us. See how Solomon Thomas and Reuben Foster did. So Solomon had 8.5 sacks, 2 fumble forces, 2 fumble recoveries. He's not really a stat guy. He's not like Myles Garrett. He doesn't get a gazillion sacks as a rookie. And also, Reuben Foster didn't even have the most XP on our team. That was Keanu Neal. But let's see Reuben Foster. I'm going to do XP at like the preseason. Oh, jeez. 124 tackles, 6 picks, 3 fumble forces. That's why I put this dude in middle linebacker. That's exactly why. Free agency was very weird in a good way. We got Trent Murphy, Allen Robinson, Marlon Humphrey. He was, in real life, the first-round pick by the Ravens. Don't know why he was in free agency. As well as Tywan Taylor, who was a wide receiver picked by the Titans, who's really good in this game. And also Kevin Dodd, who was a young outside linebacker, also from the Titans. He was in free agency, but we didn't have the money. I don't know why they were all in free agency, but, like, I'm not complaining. First round, we have picks 2, 5, 9, and 21. And there are no, like, really good quarterbacks. I think the highest one is, like, in the 3rd round. So with the second pick, we are taking TJ Deese from Alabama. This dude looks like a stud. 81 normal. I thought it was going to be a higher development trait, but, like, I'm not complaining. This is a pretty good pick. We're getting another linebacker. It's going to be Deese, Reuben Foster, and Russell Jenkins. We're probably going to trade Trent Murphy and everyone else we have. Boom. 81 superstar. Russell Jenkins, welcome to the team, my friend. This is a bit of a reach, but with a 9th pick, you guys know we need a cornerback. Our best is Akello Withers. Well, actually, it's Marlon Humphrey. But we're taking Tyrone Douglas from USC. 79 superstar, that's not a reach. I was nervous this was going to be reach, but nope. No, and no. That's definitely not a reach. We have this insanely good running back available, Dorian Solomon. His stats are absolutely nuts. He ran a 4.32. If this was an actual franchise, it's a yes, please. Sorry, Kareem Hunt, but we have bigger needs. So, with the 21st pick, we are taking Karifi Lamb, a guard from Oklahoma. It looks like a stud, and this stud he is. 80 overall, superstar development. Running back Solomon is still there. I want to take him so bad, but we have bigger needs. So, in the 2nd round, I'm taking Zach Olson, tight end from Auburn. We could use a tight end. 78 normal, I'll take it. That's pretty. There's a quarterback that I want, but I think I have to take Dorian Solomon at this point. The dude is an absolute star. He's fallen this far, and he's not falling any farther. Okay, 77 normal. Okay, so he's worse than Kareem Hunt. Okay, maybe I should look to trade him, which is fine. There's going to be teams that want him. So this is trading Trent Murphy, a 5th and a 7th, to the Chiefs for a 3rd rounder and Peterson. There's a quarterback I kind of like. There's no like 1st or 2nd round graded quarterbacks. So hopefully this guy's good, and if he's not, we might just trade for a quarterback. This is the guy I want. Parker Olivier, I don't know. From Indiana, he's mobile. He has incredible stats. This is also a guy I want in franchise mode because he's mobile and has good throwing stats. 74 quick. That's like the most random thing ever. I have no clue. 74 quick is like, you have no clue. Interesting. Look at the XP team before trades. I've decided that I'm going to stick with our quarterback for 1 year. See how he does. And assuming we don't win the championship, either we'll keep him or we'll trade for a good quarterback depending on how he does. Hunt's an 84. Here's a look at the offense. The defense, we had a lot of players with high XP. Solomon Thomas is an 83. Reuben Foster is an 85. And Keanu Neal is an 88. We're trading Tank Carradine. I believe he was injured. I guess, because he wasn't on our roster last year. As well as a 4th and a 6th to the Bears for Bobby Massey, a 1st and 7th. We're just getting Massey for cap space purposes. Hopefully we can flip him to a team that has a lot of cap space, so we could maybe get like a 5th round pick. All we get for Massey was a future 7 from the Bengals, but as long as I can have that money, I just don't want Bobby Massey on our team. I'd easily choose a 7. CJ Beathard, a third and a fourth to the Ravens for Marshall Yanda and Eric Weddle. Two extremely easy players to get, especially Eric Weddle, simply because they're both older, which makes sense, but we need one extra offensive lineman, and we need a free safety to go next to Keanu Neal. So these are like our two biggest needs, and they're two extremely good players, so definitely a winner. Very good with our young linebacking core. However, we could use some extra defensive line help, so I'm trading a second to the Falcons for Vic Beasley Jr. A future third, a future fourth, and a future fifth to Atlanta for a third. And now we're trading that third, a first, and Sterling Shepard for Grady Jarrett and a future fourth. Did not want to trade Sterling Shepard, and they were green for Taiwan Taylor, but they were being extremely annoying about it. So I unfortunately have to trade Sterling Shepard. As much as I don't want to, as much as I'd rather trade Taiwan Taylor, you know, you just get screwed sometimes. Look at the team going into season number 2. I don't think it's the best team I've built, but we still have another year. Olivier's for quarterback, Hunt's for running back. Receivers, Landry, Allen Robinson, and Taiwan Taylor. The offensive line looking really solid, as well as Olsen. Let's look at the defense. The defensive line, we added Jarrett and Vic Beasley, both from Atlanta. We have a very young linebacking core and a really good secondary. Corner ain't great with Marlon Humphrey and Douglas, but hopefully Douglas has a really good year. Let's get to the end of the season. Unfortunately, did not make the playoffs, but I don't think we had that good of a team. Olivier got a lot of XP, so that's looking really good. On the defense, Jenkins with 68,000 Pro Bowl Defensive Rookie of the Year. He looks like he did really good, but other than those two, not that much. Wait, what? We went 1-15. This team, okay, we're not a playoff team, but we're not that bad. We're way better than last year's team. Way better. Well, at least there's another year. Oh, my word. Need cap space, so I'm trading Rodney Hudson and a future fourth to the Broncos for a future first. We do have to re-sign Trent Brown, who's currently in free agency. We already re-signed Beasley and Grady Jarrett, so we just have to re-sign him. And we need to make some trades helping our cap situation. This is not a good trade for us. We're trading a future first for a second. But the second, I feel like, might have more value now. And there's a player I'm really trying to get. He's cheap and he's really good. And we really need his position, too. That second and a Ahkello Witherspoon for Zach Martin. Zach Martin was not the player who I was talking about who we really need. And I may have to trade Zach Martin. I'm going to try not to, but it may have to happen. Finally, we are overpaying so much. We're trading Marlon Humphrey, the 5th pick and the 17th pick, for a future 5th and Tre'Davious White. We really need a corner. Our rookie corner was trash because he didn't get a lot of XP, and his development changed from superstar to quick. And he's our second best cornerback behind Marlon Humphrey, and now behind Tre'Davious White. Instead of getting Trent Brown, we're getting Jawan James. He costs a little more, but he's better than Trent Brown, so pretty simple. We also signed TJ Yeldon and Dante Fowler. I didn't show you Dante Fowler, but just trust me, both of those players will most likely be used for trade. 4th and 2 fifths to the Bengals for Russell Cherry. He's not a real person, but we need a 5th offensive lineman. He's young, he's cheap, and he's good. Decided to trade for a quarterback instead of going with Olivier. We're trading the 1st pick, the 28th pick, and Dante Fowler to the Tennessee Titans for Marcus Mariota. Now we're finessing the Titans. We're trading Olivier, a future second, for the 1st pick. So we have the 1st pick right back on our hands. The Falcons, as we're trading DJ Jones and Eric Weddle for the 15th pick and a 4th rounder next year. There's a player who was a really good corner, really young, and maybe I can play him at 3 safety. The player I really wanted to get was Jalen Ramsey, but the Jaguars weren't budging, so we're trading the 1st, the 15th, and a future 7th to my Detroit Lions for my man Big Play Sly. So him and Tre'Davious White, we're going to have a no-fly zone. We're going to move someone to 3 safety. I'm okay with moving that Douglas kid to 3 safety. So we have a secondary of Slay, White, Douglas, and Keanu. Look at our team. Mariota, of course, is now the quarterback. And on the defense, Darius Slay is an 89 at 3 safety. Russell Jenkins is a 94. He is really, really, really good. So I'm just going to send him right to the Super Bowl because we don't have much time left on this video. And we have nothing else to lose, so let's do it. Alrighty, we have now reached the Super Bowl. I have no clue how we did, and it looks like the Cowboys won. We finished 9-7. Now, do we even make the playoffs? Do we even make the playoffs? We made the playoffs, but Madden's high. We clearly have a talented enough team. I don't get it.